Your daily walk burns more calories than you think. But here's something that will blow your mind. Walking burns fat directly from your fat stores, while high-intensity exercise, like running, burns the carbs in your muscles first. Muscles.
There's a million videos on social media of people saying that walking is better for fat loss than running because it burns more fat. Let's put this to rest. It's true. When you do low-intensity activities like walking, you burn more fat for energy than you do carbohydrates. And when you do high-intensity activities like running, you do burn more carbohydrates than fat. But that does not mean that walking is better for fat loss than running. Why? Because here's what happens. When you eat food after you walk, the excess calories are more likely to be stored as body fat because your glycogen stores, aka how we store carbs, those stores are still full since we didn't exhaust them when we were walking. So yes, you burn more fat when you walk, but you also store more fat afterwards. And that when we eat after doing high-intensity exercises like running, we are more likely to store the excess calories as glycogen because our glycogen stores are depleted and our bodies prioritize replenishing glycogen stores. So yes, you burn less fat, but you also store less fat when you do high-intensity activities like running. What truly matters to fat loss is how much total energy you're burning, aka calories, independent of whether they're coming from carbohydrates or fats. And running is a way more efficient way of burning calories than walking is. And by the way, I'm not saying that you should only run and never walk. Like, this stuff is nuanced, but when it comes to this whole fat loss thing, walking is not better. Another really important point is that when you run, you also burn fat. It's just not the primary fuel source. And since running is more intense than walking is, you actually burn more calories in the same amount of time compared to walking. So even though the percentage of fat being burned when you run is less than when you walk, oftentimes the total amount of fat burned is actually the same or even more because you're burning more calories. It's more intense. Hope this helps clear the confusion for you. And if you have any additional questions, pop them in the comments. Peace.